Could there be relief at the pump? The U.S. now tapping into the strategic oil reserves, trying to lower skyrocketing gas prices. 50 million barrels of crude oil will soon be hitting the market.
Now, President Biden announcing the move today ahead of the holiday season as he works to drive down prices. Right now, the national average sits at $3.40. But this time last year, it was just $2.11, according to Gas Buddy. This may be the ultimate good news, bad news story for Southeast Texas. A lot of us could use the extra money if the prices were lower.
But our region has such strong ties to the oil and gas business, and that has some concerned. One analyst and expert says this move won't really impact the industry that much now. But he says if pulling from the reserve becomes a habit, we may not be in a good place.
We can't keep doing this for an extended period of time. We'll run out. Daily world consumption is 100 million barrels a day, and the U.S. has 600 million in reserve.
So the White House will release the barrels from the U.S. stockpile in coordination with other oil-consuming countries like China and Japan, but OPEC declined the invite. So if you're preparing to hit the roads for Thanksgiving, what should you expect at the gas pump?
Good question. 12 News reporter Amelia White spoke with AAA to get those answers. She's live with advice on how to save some cash.
Jordan Dage, nowadays being behind the wheel can be frustrating. Thinking about how much money it's going to take to fill up your gas tank. Not only are gas prices high, but it's causing some people to modify their holiday travel plans.
Paying at the pumps can sometimes lead to tough decisions.
Price at the pump goes up, it becomes more of an issue.
Beaumont resident Victor Allen says he's traveling for the holidays, but he's not sticking with his traditional route.
Having to kind of visit family for Thanksgiving and then opt to visit the other portion of my family for Christmas.
According to the latest AAA report, a gallon of regular unleaded is priced at $3.01.
That way I manage my budget and my travel. Typically, it's kind of all put in one solution set, but we're having to kind of budget a little different this year because of the high prices, and it has some concerns on me.
Joshua Zubert with AAA says they don't anticipate high gas prices will deter folks from traveling. Instead,
we typically see if people are concerned about higher gas prices that they'll modify their trip in several different ways.
Spot on to what Allen is doing. Zuber says the prices are slowly but surely starting to trend down in Beaumont and in the state.
Prices are actually down in the Beaumont area 2 pennies from this time last week, and across the state of Texas, we're actually down a nickel from this time last week.
Zuber says the best way to save on your gasoline consumption is to follow their acronym.
Make a good bet, BET. Check your battery, engine, and tires before you head out on a road trip.
Zuber says you can expect gas prices to start to go down around mid-December, so we still have a little ways to go before we get to that point. I'm live in Beaumont. Amelia White, 12 News.